Oh my goodness, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Darren Green. What?
I'm over here taking the last bite of food.
Not
Y'all pray for me.
look. We had first of all, I was late. I'm sorry. I was over here thinking about things and minding my own business, this, that, and third. And then I get a text from LTD. I'm like, what time are we supposed to be on? I said, 8. Where you at? I was like, oh snap. We got
Mm-hmm.
technical difficulties too. So, hopefully we give you guys a good show. We're here to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, well, it's my favorite franchise of the Real Housewives shows, to be honest. So I'm actually excited that it's back on.
God.
Um, season 15, episode 1. Who gonna check my new boo? A lot of people. Anyway, my first thoughts of the show for the actual premiere for a long time. I mean, like, this is a lot better than a lot of the premieres. Rent was due. I think certain people were talked to and said that, hey, you need to bring it next season, or you gonna be on the chopping block, Candy. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the mess. Okay.
I'm not here for candy at all. I'm just gonna put that
I'm not
out
here
there.
for Candy, but I'm just saying, like, okay, Candy, you about you over here headbutting girl. Yeah.
And let's be clear, nobody's buying that candy is headbutting anyone.
Right. Yeah, she like I said, conversations are had with production. Well, I wouldn't say production, but probably Bravo, like, hey, you need to wrap it up, or you need to bring it next season, or it's a done bun. Okay, you done gave us lackluster shows. We're tired of it. What else do you have to offer? I mean, I don't know. I feel like Bravo might like Candy because she also had that KFC commercial.
I do think they prematurely canceled Candy and the Gang. I thought that was actually a good show.
Really? It had its moments. Hey, Xavier, how you doing? It had its
I
moments,
think
but
that show had a lot of much more potential than some of these shows that Bravo have on. But that's another story.
that's a story for another day,
I'm
Jack.
just saying.
Well, this premiere was better than most. I was definitely entertained. I was at the edge of my seat. Well, wasn't I at the edge of my seat? I was just laughing. Like, I feel like if you're not laughing when you're watching the Housewives of Atlanta episode, it's like it's not good. It's not a good season. Like, it's given like the old elements of Real Housewives of Atlanta minus Nene, because you can definitely tell her presence is definitely missed.
For
Um,
me,
mhm,
only thing that made this episode for me
mhm.
was they gave me right what I needed. Right first episode. I say it all the time. Give me Ross, give me the brother-in-law, and I'm happy.
Oh God, you in this
That's
girl
all I
husband.
need is them two. And they gave me both right up front. I can't complain.
You and this girl husband. I cannot.
But wait, when we get to I finished my review. I drug her for for all her life.
Oh Lord.
What Candy's sister? Oh, that whore got drugged.
You mean
Mhm.
Sonya's sister?
Not Candy's sister, Sonya's sister. Yeah,
Sonya.
Sonya's sister. Oh
Oh,
yeah, I drug her for
I
everything too.
drugged her on Twitter. I was like, girl, we gonna get into it when we get into it. But
But
let's
we gonna get into
yeah.
it, girl. This girl.
Okay. Now it starts off with Sheree and Martell. Now, I don't know who Martell is. I don't watch the marriage life Huntsville thing, whatever you want to call that. Apparently he's problematic and he's a kind of a, a hoe. He be going around. He's around town. So it starts.
So is every other man on this show.
I mean, Todd is a modest man, allegedly.
Right.
Well, Sheree surprises him with a dinner from like some type of catering service, and he thought that she was trying to get a threesome. I'm like, girl, y'all on TV. What? I'm like, okay, he already giving me bad vibes. Number one, because see, I don't know this man, so this is the first time I'm seeing him. This is the first time I'm seeing him, but I heard much about him. He started taking digs at Candy. That was interesting too, because like he was talking about because I guess Sheree brought up the fact that Candy has called him an opportunist on her show, And then he made this read, and I was like, "Oh, you better read, honey. You better read," because he sat there and said, "Oh, well, she should know what an opportunist is." I was like, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
is that Shay Frazier?"
Mm-hmm. I was here for it because Candy be trying it, girl, Candy, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, like Candy. First of all, I didn't even see that, but when I seen that, I'm like, Candy said that, and mad people was trying to sit there and say that Ty was an opportunist, including your own mother.
Hello, hello.
Girl, get out here with your mess, okay? And at the end of the day, I do think Sheree has every right to be upset that Candy's literally making a bag off of her. I don't see why Sheree not doing the same, but every time they get
Nice energy for energy. You want to make money off me? Girl, I'm going to make money off you.
okay.
But here's the deal. Candy would have somebody in all types of court proceedings, legal dramas, because that whore be real serious about anything with her voice or anything on there. She be ready to go to court. Excuse me. But you over here using other people's stuff. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Well, look, she using clips from Atlanta, the show, so she's in all rights to do so, and Sheree can do as well. But I mean, Sheree probably doesn't want to do that because then they'll say she's jacking off her style. Girl, Sheree, start a podcast and start talking crap about it. I mean, you are definitely the type to have a Giselle and Robin type podcast. I can see Sheree doing that. She'll probably call it. What's she call it? The Bone Collector.
Listen, if I was her, just to get a dig out of Candy, I would have had one of those epic reads that they gave to Candy. Remember last year when Sonya had that event and they were outside Sheree and Marla was dragging Candy by her follicles in her.
Oh yeah.
And the reads that was coming out of that baby was next level. I would have had one of them good reads on the shirt and Solomon. She buying stuff from other websites and selling it for an upcharge price.
Not saying your sister wasn't wrong. Okay, we're gonna get into that, Xavier. But first of all, let's get into the elephant in the room. Okay, Martell is a beautiful man. He's a beautiful, horrible human being. He looked good. Okay, when he started changing, I was like, now, Sheree, you might want to watch out messing with them boy toys because you're going to end up like your friend Kim.
He's not that young. I mean, he's younger than Sheree. But
boy toy like
60% of America is younger than Sheree. But I think he's in his mid to upper 40s. I think. Xavier, how old is Martell? I think he's mid 40s.
But he don't look it, child. He look a little young. But when I say boy toy, I meant like more like he's a nice looking dude or whatever. And I feel like she's like, okay, this is a good situation.
Listen,
he a gym rat, I'm a gym rat.
That young man is a good Kappa man like me. Baby, he's screwing anything with a hole.
Not he's screwing anything with a hole. Yeah, Sheree, girl.
I mean, Sheree, you had to know that going in. Get it for what it's worth. Baby, get your back blown out a few times. And then every now and again, if he come through Atlanta and pass by your way, he could come spank it down and you keep on moving.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I ain't even mad at it. Even if you took him as your date for the night to that event, you could do that. You could be like, I came with him. Girl, it ain't your business what the fuck we got going on. Worry about what you got going on.
Exactly.
That's what kind of pissed me off about, but we'll get that later.
Yeah, because everyone's comments on I don't know. I guess maybe we all seen how things happened with Sheree, with the damn person that was in jail, played her ass, and I think everybody just had something to say because girl, you just got out of like a real sticky situation with one dude that really dogged your ass out, and now you're gonna be with somebody else that people have said was problematic. Now, do you watch Marriage and whatever the damn show's called? Because it's a lot of words.
Love and Marriage Huntsville.
There we go. I heard Carlos got that situation together. because he trying to
Carlos did start that show.
No, I'm saying he's trying to get this little situation between Martell and Sheree
Probably to
together.
get back at the at
Uh-huh.
Bravo.
Mm-hmm. I was like, oh,
I see it.
okay.
But I mean, Love and Marriage Huntsville is a popular show. I don't watch that mess, but a lot of people do.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't get into the new shows nowadays, child. I have to something gotta come up. It's usually something big that happened. I'm like, oh wait, let me tune in. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this relationship goes. But anyway, we get to Candy and the gang. Okay, so Candy is meeting with I think what was Don Juan there? I feel like the person.
Yeah, Don Juan and Carmen. She was at her office.
Yeah. And they get to talking. They're catching up because we haven't seen Carmen in a long time. Child, Carmen looks real vibrant and good after.
She looks good.
Okay, she done moved on off the Burris, Candy Burris, and her mess. Okay, they get to talking about Sheree and said that her damn website is down. Ain't nobody told me that She by Sheree was down.
I don't think we were looking.
Didn't she do that shit on Shopify once you get the site together? But you know what though? I do know that because I talk to my to people that get into that type, but they got like their own business and stuff like that, and trying to make a website. If you're paying for like a web designer to create it, you have to pay a monthly price to like keep it up, make sure the code is right so it doesn't like mess up, and the maintenance of the website. And if you don't make the payments, they will delete your shit off the site.
That ain't wrong. But stuff like that, you pay like a year, 2 years in advance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you don't do, oh, I'm doing a monthly payment for a website. A website you pay, okay, I'm gonna pay for these 2 or 3 years and go and that's gonna be that. I'm not gonna pay, month to month. That'll be stupid.
Yeah. Sheree is not a businesswoman. She just girl, she'd have been better off having an actual store. And just had look, I mean, like Swag Boutique. I mean, it could have been. Shit.
Dude, at least she would have had something, but hell, you got to pay a monthly lease on that. So who knows? She might have been kicked out of that too.
Shit. And then they said they talked about how they tried to help her, but she wasn't trying to. She didn't want their help, and my thing is that's so weird. I mean, y'all know y'all had like y'all are at that point y'all were cordial. Now was what's her name? Carmen, she was trying to help Sheree, or Candy wanted to help Sheree.
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Yeah, not so long ago. It was a whole day ago. Oh, you meant like in the time where Sheree, she just, I mean, I don't know what she can do. She just got a store for what? Selling merch. Look, y'all ain't never heard of Rue 21, Track 23, like they be selling other people's shit. I got a store named PCX. I don't know if y'all know nothing about that, but like there's lots of stores. I mean, look at Walmart. That store is known for selling other people's shit. Made billions off of it. Okay, look, she could have did something like that and be like a curator.
But let's not try to equate Sheree Whitfield with the Waltons. Now I know both of their last names start with the W, but baby, that's as far as you get. I mean, let's just be honest.
Right.
Baby, it's not gonna happen.
It's not.
Mama, we don't even know that house she be showing on the TV, she even lived there.
They said the girl on government assistance, child.
Right.
On a fixed income. Girl, how you paying for that damn house?
Food stamps.
Girl. Shit. Now food stamps not giving her no damn checks. You better sell it now.
She can sell food stamps.
Oh hell. No.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so we get this scene where Candy talks about the struggling with the work life and family and all that. There was a confessional. It was very planned too, of Ace calling her saying, "Oh, I need help." And it's like, "Oh, I'm doing something right now. Is somebody so and so with you?" And He's like, no, but I need you, and just to sell this story of Candy, going through like her work life versus her family life, and this, that, and the third. Anyway, Kenya and Monyetta stops by.
Right, because I didn't care about Candy. I really did not. And then later on, she's complaining because now Todd got something to do. And the first time you finally home in probably 6 to 8 months, now all of us say, oh, it's family time. And Todd probably been there slaving with the damn kids for the last how many months? While you gone out all over the goddamn world. I don't buy her.
Directing movies, girl, shut your mouth. You are directing some Tubi movies, honey. It is not giving Fox. It is not giving freaking
Not Tubi.
It's giving very much things. I'm working on these movies.
Wait, did you see the Tubi movie during Easter where they had the fat Jesus?
No.
Oh my God, they had a Tubi movie where Jesus was like 300 pounds holding the cross.
Oh, hell no. Candy is on Showtime and
Ooh,
oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay, Xavier. Look.
Tubi. Xavier be out here windmilling for people who need no windmill. No windmilling. We're not out here for no parts of Candy Burns.
No, yeah, for real. Well, okay, fine. So anyway,
Tubi and Vimeo.
Did you just say Vivio? Ain't that
No, Vimeo. Vimeo.
Oh, Vimeo. I'm thinking of something else, child. One of them sites. Anyway. Oh God.
Oh God.
Let me stop because I might have my acting debut on Tubi one day, child. Because look, there'd be a lot of movies on there, child. I start my damn resume, okay?
Okay, let me go get on Tubi.
Okay, look.
Tubi.
Child, look, you better watch me. But so yeah, Kenya and Monyetta walks in, child. I watched Purple Rain on Vimeo. What the hell they have Purple Rain on there for?
They be having a lot of movies on Vimeo that, like, if you need to pirate a movie,
oh shit,
and not pay for it and just go watch it, Vimeo be having movies on there that you could go see.
Did not know that.
It's
okay,
free. I don't know. I'm not telling you I know that, but that's what they told me.
Well, we know our spots, child.
You know it.
But anyway, yeah, Monyetta and Kenya stops by, and I guess they start getting into it. Kenya's talking to this white man. Now, okay, do he look a little
zesty?
I gotta see some more pictures of him because, like, I don't know.
I do too, because some metrosexual white men do give zest. But there's zest, and then there's glitter and sprinkles.
Not glitter and sprinkles. Yeah.
I mean, there's you got a sequin shirt walking down the street with booty shorts.
Not a sequin shirt. Like, now it's giving queer as folk. Okay.
Yes.
I started watching that show too. It's actually pretty good.
The old one or the new one?
There was an old one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm watching the one with
Karomo.
No. I think this is the new one then, because this is the one I'm at the part where they were like where they.
But then you on the new one. The one with Karomo them is the new one.
The black dude Karomo?
Yes.
Oh no, I never seen that one. That was the old one.
Oh no, that's not the old one. Oh, you said queer as folks. You know what I'm thinking? I'm sorry.
What you thinking of?
I'm thinking of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Excuse me. But this is the new Queer as Folk. Remember, there was an old Queer as Folk from back in the early 2000s.
I never heard of that. Wow.
Yeah, okay. Queer as Folk is from back in the early 2000s. Now, Karomo is on Queer Eye, and there's the old Queer Eye for the Straight Guy too, and then there's the new one with Karomo them. So Queer as Folk, there's a new one, but then there's the old one from back in like the early 2000s.
Oh, it's hard to keep up. Okay.
Yeah. That show came out early too. That was out before Noah's Ark, but they ain't have no black people on that, so ain't nothing to really worry about.
Ain't never. Yeah, I know. But anyway, back to the conversation at hand. Now they got to talking about Montel, and this is when Kenya talks about he was in her DMs, but he ended up deleting the messages, which is a real thing. Okay, at first I was like, Kenya, he deleted the message, but she was on Instagram, so they do that. And if
my thing about it is, when I saw it, I was just like, first of all, Kenya, you don't even know what he tried to say. Because he may not have been trying to get at you. He may have been DMing you to ask you. It could have been anything.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know. And I'm not saying she's wrong for not opening it, but if you weren't going to open it, then I don't know. It's just, it seems real gratuitous.
You know, you want to be messy.
Yes. I mean, you just going out your way to be messy, because the way you said he slid in my DMs was if you had already read it.
Yeah.
And you knew about it. Girl, let me show you this good receipt. Girl, you got a message that wasn't even open. He could have been DMing you, just said, hey, I was looking for Sheree. Have you seen her? Is she on set with you? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You are filming with her.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a good possibility. Maybe he was looking for her, couldn't reach her, and maybe he said, "Hey, I'm looking for Sheree. Is she on set with you, or y'all filming together today?"
You know, can you want to put in her 2 cents? Hold on, wait. Not King needs to worry about Mark trying to take.
She do.
He is a
She needs to worry about. That's what. And Kenya got a whole lot of more other stuff to worry about. Then who the hell is banging the cobwebs out of Sheree's cooch?
Yo, that's some. I'm telling you, she really married a scammer.
Listen,
damn, Kenya, you gotta be girl, and then you ain't had that man sign no damn prenup. He was, and you know what? And that man was a whole liar. That time he got on there, he said she could take it all. I don't care. I can build it up again. You taking all her shit?
I don't blame him.
No, I'm sorry. That's messed up. No,
women been doing that from the annals of time. Hey, it's our time to get ours too, bro. Get your come up. Women been getting come ups off of men for a lot of years.
Oh Lord, no, because it's one thing if she was like the bad guy or whatever, and you trying to get your get back, but like, girl, you was the bad guy anyway. I don't even want to get into too much of this, because you know what, I get mad when we start talking about Mark, because you ain't gonna do that to my Kenya. I was so happy.
You love you some Kenya. I don't really care for Kenya. Kenya,
I know sometimes she's definitely overbearing. Like, let's be very clear. And then sometimes she do need to get checked. And I'm like, girl, you know you was wrong for that. But I don't know. I got a soft spot for Kenya. You know.
I know. We're very aware of you and your weak spot for Kenya.
Okay, because no, you ain't. Look, she's trying to find her happiness. Okay. Now, what else do I got to say about this damn scene? Candy complains about Todd. Yeah, she started crying. I'm just like.
That's when it got like really Candy. Girl, this is what we doing?
I was like, girl. Really? That's what I'm saying. Rent due. Like somebody is talking to this lady.
And the tears came from out of nowhere. Because at first I had to rewind it. I was like, well, what is she crying for? Mm-hmm. Oh, he's trying to make it seem like you are doing too much. You got 2 kids. You got 2 little kids.
2 kids sound like a goddamn Billy Goat every time. Girl, shut up.
You got 2 little kids, and your child even over here saying, "Bitch, you doing too much. I need my goddamn mama here."
And that's why I did not feel bad for Marlo. She recently was in an interview talking about how Candy was talking about me, doing what I did to my nephews, but you don't even be in your child life like that. You don't give your child's quality time. And that is the facts, because we're seeing, and people in my comments talk about something, you don't know what's going on in there. And look at it, right? We done seen that damn confessional, that child begging Candy for Candy's attention.
Candy was one of the main ones dog walking Marlo last season. Now, I'm not saying Marlo didn't need to be dog walked. She did need to be dog walked.
And did.
But Candy, you need your ass drug up and down the streets too.
Okay, because you're not there, girl.
And can I say this?
Mm-hmm.
Sidebar, Candy, go burn that goddamn Afro wig.
Oh my God, I hate.
Girl, if
I
you don't go sit your girl, what in the Amara La Negra is going on?
girl had that Viola Davis wig, honey. We was in the help.
Girl, that's the
Child.
same wig Amara La Negra wore in Love Hip Hop Miami.
Not a Mara La Negra, child.
Mm.
Oh my God, it just didn't. I think all the confessional looks looked cheap. I didn't like that room she was in. I don't care if you got a bigger house than me, whatever this, that, and the third. That room was ugly as
Yeah, it
God.
just is not
That
cute.
blue. That I hate that that's an industrial blue. Ugh. Girl, I just hated that. I just hated everything about these girls' confessionals. I'm like, girl, that's the only
But
thing.
yeah, and once I realized what she was crying for, I just fast forwarded through this thing because I couldn't do it. I
I,
just don't have that type of energy for Candy.
it's the same thing. Candy has her little her own. I just feel bad about start crying about some stupid ass shit. Girl, I can't with Candy and her rage of emotions. Like this is I'm not feeling it. Anyway, we get to Sonya's house and she got the whole village over there. I mean, it's packed, girl. I don't see how you do it, y'all. They had like a little family scene because they're gearing up for Ross's 42nd birthday party. I know you know.
40th. 40th.
Oh, the 40. Oh, I know you know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's your man.
Mm-hmm.
And like I guess Sonya's sisters was like talking to her
But
about
no, but see, we got to preface.
okay.
Sonya started by telling us that the brother-in-law ain't got a job nowhere in the goddamn America. Ain't working nowhere in America. So here she is trying to. First of all, Sonya, you doing too much for them anyway. They living in your house. That bastard ain't working nowhere in America. You try to give him a job and working as your assistant, and now your sister trying to dictate to you what that job entails.
It didn't want to talk about boundaries and stuff like that. I'm like, girl, you in my house. I said this on Twitter.
Right.
It sounds like people need to
You
start.
got a problem with me telling your kids, let's go outside and play. Bitch, you're in my house. If you want to be able to tell your kids whatever, go find you an efficiency, an apartment, something.
Mm-hmm. Because you already know.
And you know what? If I was Sonya, you done paid $100,000 for this, baby. Here's a 2-bedroom house over in whatever part of town, Riverdale or whatever. Baby, I'll pay your first 6 months rent on it. Here you go.
Not
But
Xavier.
then you need to have your own.
Not Xavier Windmill LaChai. He said just because people live in your house does not mean you're entitled to their private time. It's about boundaries.
But I don't even think she was even talking about private time because she didn't even mention private time. She mentioned, oh, when I'm ready to have the boys sit down and eat, she be wanting the boys to go out and play. And I feel like she was about to say, well, she be wanting too much of my husband time. Hey, baby, if your husband did not want to be her assistant, he should have took that job because the job of a personal assistant is damn near around the clock, job.
Yeah.
That ain't no 9 to 5. And if he didn't want to be her assistant, bitch, you need to go out there and find a job. We just got the job report the other day. The job market is engorged with open opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, you could go down there to the Publix, the Walmart, the Target.
You know
can
damn
go get
well.
a construction job. You can go get you a job where you work remotely at home on the phone. There's no shortage of fucking jobs. You over here, you was helping them work out. Why you ain't out here trying to find more clients if you want to be a personal trainer? Baby, you need to go get it how you live. But what you're not going to do is say that this man is her personal assistant and she's asking him to do personal assistant stuff and you just mad because you don't want him to do. I think the sister just want him to be able to stay at home and not do shit. And they just want to live off of Sonya. And girl, that shit pissed me off. I got triggered so fast. I said, I know
it's giving leeches. It's giving leeches. I'm like, first of all, you telling me what to do in my own damn home, and you got all this stuff, and you already know when you take one kid outside and you don't take the other one, they gonna have a fit, and it's gonna start a whole thing. So yeah,
listen,
all the kids going out.
I am someone. See, I'm telling you how I was triggered.
Mm-hmm.
I am someone. My own mother and sister stayed with me for a little while, and that got out of hand. And you know what I told them? Get the hell out of my house. I literally went and paid the first 2 months at a place for them because they were like, oh, something happened to the house and we trying to, get it together. And I was trying to be that. Baby, that shit got out of hand and
Mm.
they started to get out of order and try and tell me stuff and what I need to do. No, baby, that's not how this works. Get your life in order and get the hell out.
Mm.
What we're not going to have
Well, we're
is this right here.
not okay.
Baby, I went and found something for them. Hey, baby, here's the keys right here. This is where it's at. I already paid the first 2 months. Baby, I don't care if y'all got to sleep on the air mattress. Get out my house. I don't have the type of time.
Yeah, it's gonna get to that point, and very soon because it's getting real like hectic over there, girl. And the parents ain't saying nothing. They just real quiet. It was it was real quiet. Yeah.
And my thing about it is, it was so petty that, why I got to seem like the bad parent if I don't want my kids to eat at that time. It felt like it was just something so petty where it was like she tried to make it like, oh, this happened every day and stuff like that. And might have just been one time when she said, hey, let's come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really seemed like, girl.
I think when you live with people too long, you start to every little thing starts to get at you, and that's when it's time to move on. If we still cool, we family, but I got in my own place. Girl. I mean, you got the biggest resource right there. You got Sonya. She can help you find you a nice little place. Atlanta is cheap down there, right? Is it?
It's not as cheap as it used to be.
Damn. So, well, I mean, she can get like a little hole in the wall.
But that's what I'm saying. You can go get a little 2-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
Put you and your husband got a room.
Mm-hmm.
Them 2 kids can have a bunk bed in the other room. And baby,
make that shit work. Okay.
But what's not gonna happen is you over here, baby. You want all of these rules and parameters and bark and everything. You go bark in your own house, not in mine.
Not in mine, exactly. So we get a scene with Marlo and the boys. It appears that they haven't spoken to. Marlo haven't spoken to her sister, and neither have the boys. And they are in counseling. They had like a little counseling session, and
that was a cute scene.
It was, and I did like when she said I did this thing that everybody's like shitting on me for, and they were like, well, we were going through stuff, and you were also going through things too, trying to give her a little bit of empathy. They showed empathy to her, which I think the boys have forgiven her.
I just hope that wasn't a rehearsed scene.
Yeah. It did look
give a little rehearsed. It did give a
okay.
Let's go ahead and set this up the first episode to get these people off my back.
Right.
It could have been real authentic, but it gave a rehearsed heat. Now let's practice these good lines, boys. I can't have y'all embarrassing me no more.
Had them boys cooking. That's the first thing I said when I seen them boys cooking. I was like, oh, Chelsea. Oh, they trying not to get kicked out again.
Mm-hmm.
They was cooking all expeditiously. I was like, okay, you better go ahead.
Child, they trying to get that new pair of Jordans or something like that. Yeah, let me go ahead and act right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I talked about this with a lot of people with the situation that happened last season with her, kicking them out. I don't know. I mean, it still rubbed me the wrong way. I had many conversations.
Yeah.
Me and my mom kind of clashed on it, and she was like, "Oh well, you don't know if." She was trying to say, well, she didn't have those kids, so it's a different connection. I'm like, no, because I don't see my aunt doing that. If we and my aunt was right there, she said, well, we be fighting each other if you punch a hole in my wall, but I ain't kicking you out. Like, no, it's Marlo. She just was not ready, and I think she was just a little, it was all about Marlo.
I think I think Marlo went into it like she probably does a lot of things, where it's for lack of a better term, a PR stunt. Where I'll look good on camera. I'm taking care, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a good look. Everything's about PR, not knowing that these are real people with real lives and real situations. And this is not for television. That's why I don't like when kids get exploited on these types of shows on television. That's the one thing I agree that Keith Sweat told Lisa Wu. Hey, bitch, my kids are not going to be on this show ever. Don't put them on this show. Don't have them on this show. My kids are not for public consumption. Yeah. They would not be show fodder. And the problem is those boys became show fodder. And
Mm-hmm.
that's not fair. That's unfortunate. They didn't sign no contracts.
Mm-hmm. And they probably not getting paid. They probably getting some shoes and clothes and
Hello.
it's so of course, I mean they were gonna lash out. Hold on. Has she adopted those children? Is she the legal guardian? Because people might come and take those kids if Marla don't act right.
She
Sure.
may be the legal guardian. I don't know if because if she is their relative, she doesn't necessarily have to adopt them, but she can be their legal guardian without having to adopt them.
Hmm. Okay.
Because what in most states like Georgia, Florida, is most of the southern states, and before they put them into adoptive care or foster care, they have to make reasonable efforts to find the family. They call it ref, where you have to make reasonable efforts to find family that can take them in so that the kids aren't totally severed from the family and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that family member won't necessarily have to adopt them, but they will become legal guardians for those kids.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, now we got a legal note. Well, hopefully everything is going well with them. I don't think there's going to be any problems this season because I think Marlo, she definitely heard that she's seen the tweets, she's seen social media's reaction to a
I'm
lot.
sure she'll keep it off
Yeah.
camera this year.
And she'll just make it about the drama, which that's what we freaking wanted. But okay. So we get a scene with Sonya and Sheree. Sonya shows up to the chateau, and not Sheree showing off this damn outfit, this work outfit that she's trying to put out costs about $200 and something. I'm like, girl, they had to drop Beyonce because the damn outfit, the damn fitness outfits wasn't working out. You think you gonna do any better selling for 200 for some Sheen Fashion Over?
I mean,
You
what
ain't
is she?
athletics.
You, I don't. I have nothing else for Sheree and her failed attempts at a clothing line. I have nothing. What is she? Is Real Housewives of Atlanta her only way of employment? That's what I want to know because I want to know where she works or what she does for a living. I mean, we know what Kenya does. We know what Candy does. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what the fuck. Well, we know Marlo lays on her back and gets her back blown out by old ass rich white men. So that takes care of her.
Mm-hmm.
We know what Sonya does. She's, a sports commentator and, all of that stuff. I don't know what the hell. Oh, well, I think Drew has acting gigs every now and then. Every now and again. She might be doing Tubi. But I don't know what the hell Sheree does.
Alimony from Bob. I mean, but that probably ran out at this point. I mean, they've been divorced so long.
And them kids grown.
Right. Well, I mean, not child support, but
Oh yeah, but I'm sorry, not child support, alimony. So that wouldn't involve the kids. But was she ever getting alimony? Is the question.
because what the fuck Bob do?
He was a football player,
Well, he getting a pension or something?
probably.
Mm.
Was it football or baseball? I think it was baseball. No, I think it was football.
Football.
It was either NFL or MLB.
So why the hell the damn Zodiacs was in the damn red? Because ain't Corey an ex-football player or something?
But she didn't start. That's not her. Remember, she didn't meet the football player till after she was on the show. I think that was at the end of season 1 or in the middle of season 1.
Well, she does a lot of stuff on BET. Jermaine Harris. Oh hey, how you doing? Okay, Drew.
Drew be on Tubi.
Not Tubi.
Tubi.
I mean, no, she be on BET shows. Okay, you better go ahead. Look, ain't no Tubi on the map. Okay, they are. You better get on. You better get it before it becomes like another Netflix, allegedly.
Get it how you live.
Okay, look, I'm telling you, if I could be on the damn Tubi movie, catch me on your nearest TV
I'll be right on Tubi. I mean, they'll have me and you playing the same actor, playing the same role. One scene is me, the next scene is you.
Child, they had me answering the phone upside down and shit.
Oh God!
We really got to stop because a lot of this is black owned and black productions and stuff.
That don't mean we can't hold them up to a certain standard. I don't care if it is black owned. That's just like if you buy
Ebony K. Williams.
If you buy a cake from somebody that's black and that cake is nasty, you're not gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna just eat this cake because it was made by a black person." No, bitch, this cake is nasty. Do better.
Do better. Okay, so we are deviating from the damn plot here.
We are.
So this girl Courtney comes in, friends of Sheree. Now she went to school with Cairo.
No, her kids went to school with Cairo.
I was about to say because I'm like, why are you hanging out with people that's your children age? Okay, because she did look a little young. I don't know. She's some type of, what does she do? She's marketing, party promoter, whatever. All I know is she had them damn.
I know she said it, but I don't remember, and I ain't care.
She had them Puss in Boots on. I was like, okay, yeah, we got them thigh highs. I know that's right. You better turn up like it's 2010 again. Yeah, they get to talking about Candy and saying it was some type of weird interaction where she said people been going around saying that Candy has been asking if we were friends, or asking. I don't know. She said, he said, Candy said, we not friends.
It seemed real stupid.
It was stupid. I couldn't even follow what she was saying because the way the girl was sounding, it was like, oh, well, I was just hearing on around the block that Candy. Girl, what are you saying? These people just come up in here. It don't be. I mean, she remind me of.
Candy's defense, it was a pure clout chase. Like it was a clear example of clout chase. Girl.
You know what it gave? You know what it gave? I'm telling you, I'm from the Clark. I'm that bitch. Like what? That's what it gave. It's just like who are you, girl? Anyway, so she talks about that, and then Sheree gets to talking about Candy's little spoof videos, and that's when she said, I just feel some type of way, and she made a confession like saying that the only time Candy's not talking about somebody is when she's sucking on some peen. I was like, girl, like I said before, y'all be funding Candy's career with content. The more y'all talk shit about her, the more she'll turn that around into a bag. And you get on these confessionals, you never be saying that in person.
That's what be killing me.
And I'm like,
people be saying all kinds, but baby, you know how you live.
Yeah, my thing is this, girl. You ain't like you sucking on peen too, girl. You sucking on Martell peen. I know you getting down expeditiously.
I didn't even understand why if the girl said Candy was asking about her, like, okay, so okay, great.
I don't even think that's true. That's what I'm saying. Like that don't sound like Candy don't know this girl. And even though I don't really mess with Candy right now, she don't know this girl. If she don't know you, she ain't gonna ask about you. You ain't nobody.
Nobody.
Unless you stopping her from getting some money.
I mean, Candy got 868 businesses and things. Baby, please be clear. Now I might hate. I don't do Candy like that, but I find it hard for me to believe that in the middle of running 868 businesses, she out here checking for you, Courtney.
Not Candy just did a Google search. Shut up, not a Google search. I mean, honestly, no one knew who you were. No one knew your entire existence until this episode. Like, girl, move on, girl. And it goes into.
And she even admitted later on that she told somebody that her and Candy be in the same circles. And that's probably what happened. They was like, yeah, do you know so-and-so? Because she said y'all hang in the same circles. And Candy was like, oh.
Who?
I don't know her, and she might have said,
That's
you know,
probably what happened.
and probably what happened was she probably checked with one of her friends. Said, you know, somebody named Courtney or something like that. Somebody said that we hang in the same circle. You, Courtney, admitted that you told somebody that y'all hang in the same circle. And if somebody said, El Teddy, it's a boy named Chuck who say, you know y'all hang in the same circle. I'm gonna be like, Chuck, and I'm gonna call my friends and be like, "Is it- we don't hung out with somebody named Chuck. I don't know what Chuck. Somebody said that I should know somebody named Chuck be in my circle. I don't know no Chuck. I might call my friends and they might so and see if they could refresh my memory because they might be like, remember the boy who came to that party or whatever? He was so and so friend, and then I might be like, oh, okay, I remember him. You know what I'm
Right,
but
right. Probably on some cordial shit, not even trying
mhm,
to get. Yeah, she was trying to make a storyline, and she wants, girl,
mhm,
you did it the worst way because damn, girl, ain't nobody thinking about you, honey. You look a mess, and you looked a mess at that damn party.
a mess.
And let's get into that party actually. So Sonya, we get into the scene. She says she spent over $100,000.
You should have spent part of that 100,000 getting that damn sister and her man and her kids out your goddamn house. That's what you should have spent that money on.
And this is why I talk about with this whole, like, you know, when certain housewives come in and, you know, they show that they live like real lives and they don't really spend as much as the girls that used to be on it for a minute. Like they kind of almost get bullied into doing like these outlandish type parties, and it's like, girl,
Mhm.
it
Now, I'm not saying Sonya is hurting for money either,
mm-hmm.
because let's be clear, her husband was in the NFL,
Living a
and
modest life, like not being too
you
extravagant.
know her husband made tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
made tens of millions of dollars as
Mm-hmm.
well, with several contracts from Nike. She's still working for ESPN,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and different things. So
The girl
they're
is
not
getting her
hurting,
coin.
but $100,000 is $100,000 still.
The girl is not. I mean, she's getting coin. I'm just saying, like she when we first seen her, she was like pretty modest, and you know, yeah, she was
Hmm.
serving out beef patties. So
He
what? Beef
was.
patties are good.
But let's be clear. I don't know that she paid really $100,000. I think she just threw that out there
You think
because
she was
that was
lying?
gonna sound good.
How much you think she probably paid for that party? That party was
She
pretty
might
big.
have she might have paid maybe 80. I could see 80.
80. I could see
Mm.
somebody. I could see like you and me doing this damn party. Like, I mean, well, because they was wearing show stuff. It wasn't like nothing. Like it was props and it wasn't Party
The
City
only thing that I think sends it up is she had to pay for all of the
catering.
people working, not just catering. Catering alone, you could pay $50,000. Catering is nothing. That's you could
Mhm.
spend $50,000 on catering, you know, and blink. I've done it before. So I think that what probably gets it more is all of those, not the caterers, but the people that were the dealers at the gambling tables.
Mhm.
She had little acrobats or little people that were in the little things spin. Remember the ladies
Oh yeah, yeah.
in the
She had like
spinning stuff.
she had
So those
yeah,
types of
performers
things,
and
and
stuff.
then decorations, DJs, it can add up. I could see maybe she spent 50K on food, and then with all of the other things, decorations, you know, payroll for all of those other people, that you could get up to $30,000. But I'm thinking 75 to 80K on that.
Mhm. Mhm.
On that, it was it 100,000? Probably not.
You think it could have been like just a good 80K, maybe
Yeah, I
70.
think it could have been 80K. But
Mhm.
even yet, and still at 80K, baby, you should have went with the 40 and used that other 40 to get your sister and her husband and them kids out your goddamn house. Or
Okay.
go buy a house for your mama too. Why is your mama and daddy still living in your house?
It's a whole village in there, child. I'm like, girl, y'all gonna have to get out because I need to walk around in my damn
Girl, I need to let it hang like we over here in New Jack City making drugs. Let my titty hang.
child.
Shout out to New Jack City.
Oh Lord, child. I could just see Ross now. Oof.
Oh, mm,
I'm done with you,
thank
child.
you for that mental picture. Ooh,
Mm.
mm. I'm here for it.
Anyway, so Ralph shows up without Drew. Says that Drew is in a family crisis.
Drew wasn't in no parts of this first episode. They didn't even show up.
But
Maybe they didn't have her in nothing.
but Ralph said, "Bitch, I'm gonna get my coin. I don't know about you."
A whole mess. Just a whole complete and utter mess.
No, I mean, and it's so tacky. I mean,
you know what, Ralph, and people from the first time I saw Ralph, I didn't see it for him. And people be going up for Ralph. Oh, he's so fine. He's so. I never saw it for Ralph. I never was physically attracted to Ralph. He got on my nerves from the first time I saw him. Just everything about him made me want to gag. I've never seen it for him. Like he looked like a fuck boy.
Yeah,
just a real fuck boy.
He looked good though. He
not to me. He just, I don't know what it is. He just not. He's not attractive to me. I'm just not attracted to him. I never. And you know me. I'm a whole ass whore. If I'm attracted to somebody, I'm be like, yeah. Not. I never Ralph for me.
I could see how Drew could be like swept under his like, you know, because I mean, look, a lot of people say he was a fine man. Like that man fine. But his attitude, his personality is shit poor. Literally. So that happened. And Sheree brings Courtney. I don't know why, but you know, I guess Courtney is his new friend. I hope she's a one episode wonder, honestly, because I don't want to see this girl again.
Oh no, she's gonna be on next episode. Please.
I know she's gonna be on next episode because we gotta conclude this little situation. But
she looks like she's gonna be a friend to the show. I wanted them to bring Monyetta as a cast member. I like Monyetta.
Yeah,
I do.
She's okay.
I like her better than having Drew on. She would be a better cast member than Drew or Sonya. I just like Sonya because of her husband and her brother-in-law, not for her. I'm just saying.
Oh wow. Can you
because I feel like Monyetta would be willing to bring the drama.
Well, now she is, because now she's choosing to talk, you know, and speak up with things, child. I'm just like, between Ralph Martel and Ross True. No, that could you imagine that? Ooh.
Charles Xavier. I only would let Ralph go last because by that time I'll be already slayed to pieces. And since we already here, I guess go ahead. I'm already laid up. I'm
already warmed up. Okay.
These walls already came tumbling down like my name is Jericho. Go ahead, since we here and I'm open. Go ahead, finish the job.
Child, you wouldn't be able to sit right after that concoction right there.
You know, I'm just saying.
Girl, let me stop being nasty on here, child. But no, yeah, Kenya. She asked more about Sheree and Montel, and she, Sheree's like, what you in my business for? She said, "No professionals, girl."
I was with Sheree on that. Now I can't worry about Sheree, but I was with her on that. Like, girl, why do you care? Why does it matter? The people told you that he cheated on me left, right, and sideways, and then now Sheree handled this shit right. When Kenya came over there with the fuck shit, when he was in my DMs. Oh, he was? Let him talk. Let me add him to this conversation. Ooh. So nothing gets, misconstrued.
Yeah.
That is how you get somebody. Oh, so-and-so said that. See, you can't do that if the person is there. That might have worked, Kenya, if Martell was not there. And you tried to have that conversation because now Sheree got to go and carry it to Martell and tell him or describe to him what you said and all of that. But now he's there. And Sheree said, he did what? Come on, Martell, yeah, come here, boo. Because she's saying such and such. And I don't want nothing confused. Now, what happened, boo? What happened? And see, now you're going to have egg on your face because you got nail receipt. Not one receipt. All you have is a message that apparently got deleted. You never saw it. You don't know what he said, and you have no evidence. Not a screenshot, not a nothing.
Yeah. You can't even trace it back no more and say, oh, yeah, here's the notification because you already clicked on it and it was gone.
Right.
Like, girl, I would have never said that out loud. That's the only thing I'm like, Kenya, you should have never said nothing. Now, her and her confessional talk about some Sheree need her own reality show about the men, the bad men.
I mean, but Kenya, you around here sleeping with everybody up and down the east and western seaboard yourself. Who the fuck, like Kenya, let's be real.
Right.
You around here over here spreading low, landing low and spreading wide too. Girl, who are you to be talking about anybody?
Kenya is a little hypocritical. I mean, let's be
She
clear.
is. At least what I would give Sheree is Sheree done had and raised her kids. Her kids is old and gone on. She is an old ass cougar with a hot box that she need to get filled. And she ain't married to nobody. If she she can't have no kids no more, like you said in the confessional. Let the woman lay low and spread it wide.
And it's showing maturity too, because we understand that they're dating, and when you're dating other people too. Like, it's not like, I'm dating you and you're the only person that I'm talking to. If you're dating, like, you're, figuring people out. Maybe I'm hanging with her. Maybe I'm hanging with this person, this, that, and the third. She could be dating other people too. Getting the feel of the men and what she got going on. I mean, just because they are rumored to be, or they're dating.
And even like I said earlier, what if that was just her date for the night?
Yeah.
She could have said, hey, the people say we dating anyway. Well, go ahead. Come on, be my date for the night.
Just like that white man, Kenya, that white man over there. I mean, that don't mean that that's your only one, or you his only one.
Hello.
Right, allegedly. Because she love having them little gay beards. I'm starting to think she a lesbian. Ooh, let me stop.
Lesbian.
That would be, now see, I would not be surprised, because I don't know, I think Kenya might be, it does give a little, I don't know, that whole thing with LaToya, I was like, girl, it's giving very much, I don't know, couldn't put my finger on it.
I can't put my finger on it, but if I could, I would have to wash it in the immortal words of Sophia Petrillo.
I cannot. Marcel says he's dating. Sheree calls her. Really? I never heard her. So I only heard them say that they were dating. I mean, maybe I need to look back at it, but I do know this, and I'm learning this now. When you're dating, that does not mean that you're the only one and that you're dating other people. As long as everybody's like, on board and speaking about it. That was performative bisexuality. LaToya's she's a homophobe. What? When? What she used to say?
Child, we kept around here canceling people left and right. We just canceled Richard Dreyfuss on my show earlier today.
What? Oh, because I was in the bushes.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Talking about that black
yes. Black, but anyway, back to Sheree and Kenya. Kenya, you played your hand wrong. You played your hand wrong, Kenya. You misplayed it. You overplayed your hand. And Sheree got you. Because I'm going to see how this ends next week. Because Martell is going to come over there. And now it doesn't matter what he say. He can basically fly off the handle and cuss you out and say, bitch, you lying, da 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 da. You have no proof. And here you are trying to be messy with Candy and them. And you thought that was going to translate well at this party. Sheree got you, bitch. She got you, girl. She got you. She got you.
Yeah. And girl, I don't know what's going to happen. He going to get into it. And I heard Kenya's supposed to be cursing him out, child. We going to see what happens after that. But another thing that happened.
Another situation is that other situation with Candy and Courtney. Candy played that wrong.
Well, let me just say this. I think that. Why do you think Candy played it wrong, though?
I feel like Candy played it wrong because why did you? Even if the girl came over there with that kind of energy, and it's a clear clout chase, why are you even bothered with somebody that far underneath you?
That's what I'm saying. Candy was probably talked to, like, girl, you need to bring it. Rent is due.
Yeah, to me, that it was so. And Candy usually it usually takes something for Candy to go all the way to that fourth, fourth
it was
year.
forced to me, like, because when she said, I'm about to headbutt this bitch,
Yeah, I'm like, wait,
it
where's
sound
this
like
going
some
from?
this
Like
is
she thugged out, like you gangster like that. You're Candy Bird.
no, but no, Courtney was bucking too. I was like,
No, Courtney was,
I
but
was
what
like,
I'm saying, Candy, all like she about to nut if you, but Candy,
I'm like,
You
Candy.
ain't fighting like that, Candy.
Yeah,
Let's
because
be clear.
then it was either Tamika or goddamn Tasha beat your ass in that car that time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember Tiny said you was back there. All I seen was Candy over there crying, and so and so was
Yeah, Candy, you ain't fighting like that, girl.
girl, you was not fighting like that.
Girl,
I'm about to headbutt this girl. Girl, what was
girl.
that? What?
Like Candy,
I
Candy,
was
girl.
like, are we serious? But it went 0 to 100. And my thing is this: that girl, very unprovoked. Like she was looking for trouble, and
The
Candy,
girl came over there ready to fight. And the first thing about having any type of status and celebrity is that's the first thing you learn. People want to get a rise out of you.
yeah,
They're trying to get you to do anything so that they can be caught on camera with you. They can be caught in the scene with you, and now they can clout chase. And you fit right into it.
fed right into it, child. Now Todd done got involved, child. Well, not Todd didn't get involved. He's I don't know what's happening because they close. I hate when they do like the to be continued. I thought we was gonna get like a season like walkthrough.
And
But
you notice normally the season premieres be a little longer. This
yeah,
one was like right at an hour.
yeah.
They ain't give you nothing extra, baby. You ain't getting nothing extra over here.
I kind of like it like that though because it's very like
But it makes me feel like it ain't gonna be a whole lot more to this scene.
mm.
Like we probably got the best out of it just now, and it's gonna fizzle out real
Oh
fast.
yeah, they're gonna continue. I think we're gonna get the Martell and Kenya beat down.
I think that's gonna fizzle out real fast.
You think that's gonna fizzle out real fast?
Because I feel like if it was that good, they would have extended this episode
Yeah.
to get people excited about the season.
Mm-hmm. But this was a good episode though. Like this really was like I was me look me and my mom was watching it because we that's what we do. We watch Housewives of Atlanta. It was interesting. I was watching. I wasn't on my phone too much because when you on your phone twiddling through stuff, I'm like, girl, this ain't nothing. This was a good start. I don't know how ratings went, but this was really good. And I know there was another page that talked about it would have been even better if Nene was in here.
Where the fuck is Drew? Like y'all couldn't even go film with her at the house with the kid. Nothing.
A little montage or something like
Right.
the presence of Drew was just like absent. Like it was like,
This her last season.
Child Ralph is like, I'm here. What you thought you was gonna get some more scenes?
Girl, you're not even filming, honey.
I'm here to see my boy. I'm here to
You
see
were
my
not
boy.
even in a whole episode. Girl, that's a whole paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
That's a paycheck. She was not in the episode. She don't get paid, do she?
Not now you call her she don't get paid.
I'm talking about Drew.
Oh, Drew. Oh yeah, you don't get paid if you're not. Yeah, but I mean, well, that's.
They don't have no more opening credits.
Oh shit! Not you.
Did they have opening credits? No.
He just wanted to be seen.
They don't have the little tagline opening intro.
Mm-hmm.
Because I missed that part. I was like, "Where's the intro?"
They always seem to miss that. Like they don't want to put that out on the first go around. But yeah,
baby, that's a paycheck.
Yeah.
That you could not afford to miss. Them Tubi movies. Tubi ain't got that kind of budget.
Okay. No, they don't. They aren't, honestly. But that was episode 1. I thought.
Does that mean we're on my channel next week?
Yes, we're going to be on your channel next week.
We'll have Medusa next week.
Yes, we'll have Medusa. Yeah, it was definitely her presence was definitely missed.
We need that female energy.
Mm-hmm. But I'm sure she'll have a lot to say from I guess this episode from the next one. But that's it for this show, child. We've been on for 2 hours. We've been on for an hour and some change. and I had a good time. It was really fun. So
Oh yeah, a great time was had by all.
what?
A great time was had by all.
Uh-huh. Thank you so much for coming on, El Teddy, and
Thank you.
on your contributions. You want to give out any tags, anything that you got?
Y'all know where to find me. L Teddy 27 official
Mm-hmm.
on um YouTube and on Instagram. On Twitter is L Teddy 27.
All right. Well, I'm over here working on content daily, child, and
I try. It's my
I
schedule.
try too. Look, let me tell you something. It gets real tiring.
It does. It gets real
Guys,
hectic.
notice for the
And
replay.
I went live today right after work.
Oh wow.
And then, I said I was going to do 8 o'clock. I went and got me something to eat real fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was back here.
Back on
So,
live. All right. Well, if y'all notice, I'm putting my little shameless plug on there, girl. The merch is here. The merch is here on YouTube. Check it out. Okay.
come on, merch.
Yeah, if you look under the little description from wherever you are watching this video at, you should be able to see some stuff. Get you some merch, honey. All right. And I'll see y'all next time. All right.